Hello friends. So let's start with our new set of words. And I have written these words here for ready reference. The first one is heckle. Heckle means you shout and you whistle and somehow you try to disturb somebody who is speaking at a public place, or you try to heckle a player whom you don't want to win. So that is heckling. For example, if you watch the tennis matches, you may have noticed that Novak is always heckled. For this or that reason, he didn't get the crowd support. So in a particular match, we could say Novak was heckled badly. And stand-up comedians, they generally get heckled down. And if you are speaking somewhere and people will start shouting and whistling at you to disturb you, then you need some character and some quick thinking to navigate that phase. As long as they are tickling, you might be disturbed, but you need to go through that. Then we have Halcyon. Halcyon days, it is always used with days. Halcyon days means 4 days when you are happy and the things are calm. For example, old people, they usually look at their past with, thinking about Halcyon days when they were happy and the things were calm. Actually, in mythology, Halcyon was a bird which nested on the ocean surface, and it had the power to calm the ocean so that it can make its nest there. So the calmness of the sea waters that translated into the calmness in general, and from there this becomes the Halcyon days. So in period of particularly successful period of your life, you could also refer to that as Halcyon days. Similarly, if you had been on a vacation in the past, let us say to Goa, and you had a very good time there, then you can refer to that period, all those memories as Halcyon memories of your Goa trip. So that is Halcyon. Somehow, for some reasons, it is not much used to refer to the present times. Always thinking back, thinking of the past, when you use Halcyon days. Then you have hallucinate. To hallucinate means if you are hallucinating, means you are seeing things and you are hearing things which are actually not there. I mean, it's in your mind, and this may be because of some, drugs or mental illness, or maybe inadequate sleep. So you could also say that if somebody says that, I mean, in other senses also, apart from that mental thing, somebody says that they are trying to find a alternative to Google. Invent. Invent an alternative to Google. That you can tell them to stop hallucinating. You can say stop hallucinating. And some YouTuber in a great surge of optimism may hallucinate that he has gotten 1 million subscribers overnight. That is real hallucinating. Ask me. Then we have hectic. Hectic means you are trying to do so many things a lot many things in a short period, compressing the things. So you may have a hectic schedule. For example, if a Mr. goes to his constituency, he may have to or she may have to get several things and hold several meetings, and his schedule will be hectic. So it could be a hectic schedule. Similarly, you may have a hectic week when you have to do a lot many things during the week. And retirement people cannot complain of this thing. What they're experiencing just opposite of hectic. Then you have hiatus. Hiatus means a gap. An actor, for example, if he or she didn't do a movie for say 5 years and then they make a comeback, then you could say there has been a hiatus of 5 years. I mean that actor came back after a hiatus of 5 years. You could also say a break of 5 years. But hiatus means gap, some gap, and this gap may be because the actor voluntarily declined to do any movies, or he could not get any movie even though he wanted to work. So there is a gap. So if it is voluntarily, then the break will be more appropriate. But if it's he just couldn't manage to get any movie, then we could say he came back after a hiatus of 5 years. Basically a gap, something interrupted. Then you have holistic. Holistic means you are not looking at a certain part, the part in question, but looking at the whole thing. For example, you go to a doctor and you are diagnosed as cancerous. Not you, I mean anyone. Then the doctor could take a holistic approach to cancer. Holistic approach to cancer. What it means is that your body, your mind, your whole being, the doctor will try to have something integrated. I mean something which combines all your faculties, including your body and mind, so that you get a good treatment, not only a good disease. Similarly, in the new education policy, it has been decided that a student can read mathematics with music or mathematics with history, which was earlier not possible. Either you went for science, mathematics, history, then you read mathematics, physics, chemistry, or you went with your biology history or commerce history. So that the I mean the policymakers have thought that for the an integrated development of an individual, he must be allowed to choose his subjects. He or she must be allowed to choose the subjects, so that if you are good at mathematics and you also want to read history, then you will have that opportunity. So for any to develop yourself aesthetically and artistically, your artistic development, aesthetic development, history and music and things like that can help. So this policy aims for holistic development of the individual. So that is holistic, not parts, the whole. Then you have hostile. Hostile means hostile is unfriendly or enmity. So if two nations are at war, they will be called hostile nations. And if you are a pilot and you are taking part in the war, and if you are flying over their territory, then it will be said that you are flying over hostile territory. In other senses also other than enemy. For example, we heard about we learned about no getting labeled. So not may face we must be facing a very hostile job. Hostile, and you may get a hostile reception somewhere when you are not very much welcome. You may get a hostile reception, and you may get a hostile glance. Somebody looking at you in a very friendly way. Hostile glance. Then you have hold. Hold means to collect and hide something for future use. Squirrels, for example, they hide nuts for their winters, and people may hold money for future, and you must follow holders and black marketers will be punished. The government's announcement. So when you hold something which is important to you, but it may not be actually very valuable. For example, some people collect and hold what? Old comics, which only they can appreciate, or people out there, I mean, they have got a community, only they can appreciate. Some people, for a very strange reason, they hold chocolate wrappers. That is holding. Holding mostly the squirrel comes to mind. The squirrel very meticulously holds nuts for the winter. It's the characteristic. Then you have hysteria. Hysteria means uncontrolled emotions. Uncontrolled emotions. For example, at the end of football match, some people may get hysterical because of the win of their favorite team, or also because of the loss of their favorite team. It could be either way. Somebody getting a very sad news, say about the demise of any of their family members, then they may become hysterical. When they have difficulty in perceiving reality, and the opposition may accuse the government of whipping mass hysteria, doing something so that the masses become hysterical about something. That is mass hysteria. And then finally we have harbor. Harbor means ports and harbors where the ships can you know they can park there safely. They can stay there safely. It's a harbor. So it comes with the feeling of the notion of safe shelter. So some anti-national element may be harboring terrorists in their houses. and you may be harboring a grudge against somebody. I mean, somebody has done you something wrong, and you let it fester in your heart. Then you're harboring a grudge, harboring ill feelings. That is how. So with that, we come to the end. All 10 lessons. I will write some calculations here so that you will have a good repetition. So tackle somebody in a match. Halcyon days, calm and peaceful. Hallucinate about hallucinate under the influence of drug. You see things and hear things which are actually not there. Somebody may have a hectic schedule, or you may have a hectic week. Someone may be making an actor, for example, may be making a comeback after a hiatus of 5 years. Holistic approach to development. Then you may have a hostile crowd. Somebody may be holding things, mistaking about the coming World Cup, and harboring terrorists to harbor terrorists. Or harboring a grudge. Okay, with that we are done and see you tomorrow. Thanks.